A while back in a Q&A video, I mentioned how I got into cheating, but I didn't go into depth. A lot of you said you wanted to hear the full story, but I totally forgot to make one. Why did you start HVHing, and who got you into it? I'm gonna give the short answer just for this video because I don't want this to be too long, but I could make a separate video on the entire story on how I got started, which is actually kind of interesting. Let me know down in the comments if you would actually like to see that. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I went from absolutely hating cheaters to becoming one of the biggest cheaters myself. Now, to any of you non-cheaters out there, I know you already disliked the video, but hear me out on my side, and you probably can understand. I know I have a very similar story to most of the people who became a cheater. And to my surprise, I actually have a decent sized audience who watch my videos but never cheated themselves. Before we get into the video, if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're super close to 100,000 subs, and that has been my dream goal, is to hit 100,000 and get the silver play button. So if you don't mind hitting that red button, I do appreciate it. I started playing CSGO around early 2015. From the start, I was actually really good at the game. I started off at a Nova 4 rank, and then I went all the way up to Supreme completely legit, and this was just within a few months. Surprisingly, for a long time, I never actually saw a cheater that was obvious. I was the type to never call someone out for cheating because I thought VAC was super amazing and they would easily catch cheaters, so it was impossible to be cheaters. God, VAC sucks. But no joke, I got called out for cheating almost every single game when I was just smurfing in Nova. It wasn't until mid to late 2015 I encountered my first cheater. Me and Saren were playing a game with this one guy. I don't quite remember his name, so let's call him Offset. Me and Saren both thought Offset was like a global elite god tier player. After the game we added him and we played another game with him and he told us he was a cheater. He then showed off his hacks with some fancy aimbot stuff and stuff like I've never seen before. Now keep in mind, I never really saw a cheater before, so all of this was extremely new to me. Now looking back, it was very basic. He showed us that he has multiple accounts that he just purely rages on. He used to get the accounts for like $6 on G2A. He ended up boosting us for like 3 different games, but little did I know that I was just gonna get D-ranked right after because the games don't count when he gets banned. We ended up staying friends with Offset for quite a while, but sadly I don't really remember much about him. The only thing I quite remember is he was a moderator or a staff member of Aim Junkies. I would say a few weeks went by and I haven't been playing with him that much, and then Saren asked me for a 1v1. Now back then I was 100 times better than him. Nothing's changed. So I knew this was going to be an easy 1v1. But of course, that wasn't the case. When we were 1v1ing, he was always 10 steps ahead of me. Every single time I went left, he went left. Every single time I went right, he went right. I could never win. And then at one point he was hitting some nasty shots on me, shooting me through walls. That's when I called. He then admitted he was using r_draw_other_models too. If you don't know what that is, if you turn on SV cheats and then use that command in a local server, you can basically see people through walls, and it's very similar to chams, which is what cheaters call it. Now I knew it was just a matter of time before he gets a cheat and starts cheating for real, which it only took a few weeks. He goes to our cheater friend Offset, and guess what he gets? Aim Junkies. So Saren turns into a homo sapien and is now a closet cheater. Now at this point I still don't like cheaters at all, and I was still in the very competitive space, so it felt super weird. Now after a month of him being a closet cheater, I started to encounter more and more cheaters. I don't know if the anti-cheat somehow picked that we were winning basically every single game and decided to throw us into the lobbies with massive amount of cheaters, but almost every game was a cheater. It was at this point I became so aggravated with cheaters, I wanted to get back at them. I figured if you can't beat them, join them. But my only rule was I would only cheat if the enemy starts cheating first. And I had to be 100% sure they were cheating. Like if they were playing really good and they were really sus, I wouldn't cheat because you never know. I don't want to ruin someone else's experience if they weren't cheating. This is so funny saying this now. And I did just that. I smack cheaters all the time. Anybody that went against me, I would say I won about 90% of my HVH games. I went up until about 2016 when Aim Junkies got detected. Actually, it wasn't detected itself, a feature got detected. It resulted in my alt account getting banned, but because my main was linked as well with the same phone number, it all got banned. Now, getting my main account banned was quite hard hitting, but once a cheater, you're kinda always a cheater. I ended up taking a small break from CSGO just because I had no accounts left, all of them are banned. But after a short break I came back with the F-Valve attitude. Instead of only cheating when the enemy starts raging, I did it when I felt like the enemy might be cheating or just sometimes for fun. But back then, you were able to play 2 games with a full 5Q and never get banned. If I remember correctly, the reason why this was an Overwatch bypass is because it took 11 reports to send you to Overwatch. But because you only had a max of 10 enemies for 2 games, you can never hit that limit. I think I had around 4 or 5 accounts that I would just alternate, either play 2 games with a full 5Q, or I would solo queue and still not be able to get banned. This is what I would easily call the golden era of MMHVH. I did this all the way up until maybe late 2016, early 2017, when CSGO introduced a new Overwatch system which automatically detected ragers and sent them right to Overwatch no matter how many reports. This system is still greatly flawed today. I see some people that semi-rage with legit anti-aim and they get away with it perfectly fine. It's mainly for the people that go full down backwards and snap to players' heads like that. After getting banned on basically all my accounts, I kind of quit again. I had just 1 account left. I didn't want to get this 1 account banned, so I decided to go back to being legit. And by legit, I mean I still injected, I just used radar ESP. But of course, I ended up going in a game with a blatant cheater. He started pissing me off, so I said, frick it. I'll waste my last account and wreck him. Turns out the man was using Skeet, and you can imagine how aim junkies in Skeet went.
This is way worse than Easy Frag. I'm being completely honest. You guys might be like, nah, bro, you're just lying, B-Hub. We know it's not way worse than Easy Frag. This shit blue screen. This shit goddamn blue screens. You guys are amazing at picking the worst shit in the market, okay? Look at that animation. Look at what it's doing with the bomb. Like, look, this amazing. This shit is perfect, guys. This shit is goddamn perfect. Easy, guys. It's tapping. It's tapping. Amazing. Oh, we got it, boys! We got it! This shit is like the best shit I've ever used, god dang it. Shoot! I shot, but what did I shoot? This shit is amazing. It doesn't even shoot! It doesn't even shoot! It doesn't even shoot, man! What the fuck? Oh, wow! Noob! Imagine, dude. Guys, this shit sucks, dude. Okay, epic, guys! No way, this shit is tapping now. I'm gonna use game sense. Screw you guys.
He trash talked some more after winning, and then he dropped his Discord invite. His name is Indestructible, and I know I've talked about him in a past video or something like that. He became a good friend of mine, and he told me just to play community servers and play HVH. Now, this was actually the first time I've ever heard about community HVH servers, and it blew my mind that there was an entire community of just pure community servers. And then this basically became my focus for the next 3 months or so, and then I got Skeet. Yeah, I ended up getting Skeet within 3 months of joining community servers. And then boom, I became one of the biggest HVH channels in CSGO. If you do want to hear the story of when I got into HVH servers all the way up until now, be sure to drop a like. If you do want to hear more of these videos, make sure to comment down below what you would like to see next. But yeah, that's the story on how I got into cheating. I'm curious to know how you guys got into cheating. Drop a comment with your story, and I'll see you in the next one.
How are you doing today? I'm the coochie man. I just pulled up with 10 hoes in the Dooney van. Zeke and Lou sitting in the spot trying to move some grams. Nigga told me I can't fuck his bitch. I bet Louis can. Oh, you got some dog shit? You the dookie man?